Gets me through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hazy on Nova.
There's another ping. He gets it. Houston again. Kick looks brilliant. Houston, we don't have a problem.
Please welcome to the Jody and Hazy Show, Dan Houston.
Yeah.
When you first started out in football, were you like, I need to have a sexy kick? Was that the objective?
Yeah.
Because you got one.
Nah, I think it was first, be tough, be strong, kick goals, and then, now I've dropped right away just to having a sexy kick.
It's a super sexy
I'll
kick.
cop that, though.
What
The
makes it
accuracy.
sexy?
The accuracy is what
Okay.
makes it so sexy.
All right.
Because it doesn't matter what it looks like coming off the boot, but when you've got pinpoint accuracy, probably to within 5 centimetres over 45 metres.
Wow.
Oh, I'm getting so hot and bothered.
It's the teammates.
It's sexy.
If your teammates get there, they make you look good. It's all.
Oh,
it's
look at
Oh,
Humble
look
as well.
at that.
Humble as well.
Humility. I tell you, someone who wasn't humble during the weekend. That's our boy Josh Rachele, who came in a little earlier, and he had this to say about the heartland of Port Adelaide and your supporters.
You can just hear all the Port fans with their no teeth in the background.
Pew pew, shots fired.
Right, a response, Dan Houston.
Nah, it's a bit of showdown week stuff, which is always expected. Josh being Josh, and I think I love our fans. I love what they bring. I love their passion, and they get us over the line and get us to where we are now on the ladder. And I absolutely love them, and can't wait to hear them barracking for us on the weekend.
When you say Josh being Josh, what exactly do you mean by that?
Don't pump it up. Don't pump it up.
So I've got to say, though, I love the rivalry.
It's great.
And it's little things like this. So, and I don't know what happens internally where the club would say, oh, don't do that stuff and just concentrate on the game. But if a club says, it's just another game, it's not.
Yeah.
And this is why, little things like this is why people from interstate go, well, you know what, maybe that is the best rivalry in the AFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think definitely when it's been pumped up in the past, it translates on the field, and I think at this stage in the year where we're very focused on winning this week and treating Adelaide as any other team, we need to get a win and we need to secure top 4.
Well, Dan, we've got something for you just in case you do encounter some supporters who don't have any teeth during the week, or if you, in fact, find yourself without teeth after the weekend. Here you go.
Teeth ollies.
Yeah,
Actually,
Oh, there we go.
They're my favourite.
There you go. Knock yourself out.
I don't even want them in my teeth. I just want to eat them.
You can eat them, or you can hand them out.
Yeah, not peppermint. I don't know, are they peppermint?
I'm not really sure.
Okay,
They're not
but
too bad.
You're supposed to play with them first before you eat them. That's the whole point.
Too
Very
far
nice.
gone.
Hey, Houston, we put it out there before as well. So send us a text, 0400 919 919, just for any sort of message of support for Dan Houston ahead of the show now. Maybe some songs to get the great man up and about. So a lot of people sending you some music. Unbelievable. So we've got some names and maybe some initials here. I don't know if this makes sense to you, but is it Ken H said, play Dan this song?
I want you to stay.
Ken H.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a nice song, isn't it?
It's good.
I like that.
Where does he
song.
live?
I'm
Alberton?
not sure. I think it is Alberton.
I think he is from Alberton.
Who's this one? A. Alir said, play Dan this song to get him up and about.
Oh, won't you stay with me?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Cause you're
So obviously all these names are
Yeah, it's actually a good song.
completely random. I don't know if they're anything to you, but what's this one? E. Ratigalea? Does this make
I
sense
love
to you?
It's a good song. I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, okay. Because also we got one from, is it M. Gorn? I'm not sure if that makes any sense to you at all, but
This is good for you, Hazy.
yeah. I think we've got one final one.
Do we?
I don't know. Do you know a Simon G? Who's a Simon G? So anyway, Hugh, so I hope those songs have got you up and about for the show.
Yeah, I'm up
Yeah.
and about.
If you can make any sense of that whatsoever, I mean, enlighten us. But interesting
Yeah, I have
times,
to
I
find a
guess.
common theme in there somewhere.
Yeah, crazy.
We definitely won't talk about those contract rumours. We won't. We simply refuse to on the Jody and Hazy show.
I mean, what's to say? There's a lot going on behind the scenes. Is that much we can say?
My focus is fully on
There it is.
the game
There we are.
and going into finals this year. And obviously there's some talk going around at the moment, and I'll leave that to my manager. And I love my manager; he does such a great job. And this stuff's happened before. He's had Ollie, and Ollie's had that stuff go on, and he handles it really well, and make sure my focus is fully on playing and playing for Port this week.
Happened a lot with Ollie, didn't it? across the
did he?
journey.
Yeah.
Always linked. He was linked to Carlton a couple of times, I reckon.
But you know, it's kind of flattering. You know, it means you're in such good form that you wanted. You know, it's better to be talked about than not at all.
It's a damn sexy kick.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Everyone wants that sexy kick.
You need to calm down.
it's not just the kick, the person as well.
I'm more than just a sexy kick, is what Dan's trying to say.
Dan, this weekend showdowns are always spicy, and obviously we've had a bit of fuel on the fire with our boy Josh Rachele, but geez, I mean, it has to be a next level. You cannot stand here and say it's just another game.
Nah, I mean, well, you look at it's 27-28, I think, and the Crows are up. We would love to get one back, and if I was a betting man, I'd be, betting on the outsider because it always evens itself out. Not that I encourage betting, but it's always a 50-50 ball game, and we know that the Crows rock up for this game, and we rock up too, and it's like a finals-like game, and we look forward to it every year. It's not just another game, but our focus is what we can do.
All right, we're just a bit of we're going to put you on the spot here, and we've done this without actually speaking to you. Mm-hmm. We've been saying all morning that we hope Dan Houston's got some showdown tickets. Do you have some showdown tickets to give away?
Yes, I've got.
Oh, thank God.
That would have been awkward. That would have been awkward.
What about if Dan had said, nah, they've all gone to my friends and family, sorry.
Yeah,
Soz
sorry about
guys,
that.
sort yourselves out.
Would have got a little double pass?
Double pass, yeah. I wanted to bring in more, but you said just a double pass today.
Okay.
All right.
Very good.
13-24-10, give us a call if you want to go along to Showdown. Just very quickly before we let you go, because you have to go upstairs to 5AA, which will be an absolute grilling for you. What was I going to say? Now I've completely forgotten.
I'm not really sure.
Yes, the Crows this week had a prank where one of their boats was stolen. Josh was saying that Luke Nankervis had his boat stolen from the front of his house. Pranks in the club at Port Adelaide.
Who's
Is it
the
a big thing?
prankster?
There's been a few, actually, like Dylan Williams, Mitch Georgiades, Zach Butters go around to houses. I've actually had one where I was playing PlayStation upstairs at my house, living with other players. I was actually home with one of the other players downstairs, and the Wi-Fi went off, and it was in my mate's room upstairs. I'm like, okay, so the Wi-Fi's just gone off. I got off the PlayStation, walked across the room into the ensuite where the Wi-Fi was up top. Bang, Ollie Wines comes out screaming at me, and I absolutely shat him. He had climbed up onto the balcony into Dougal's room and just flicked the Wi-Fi off. And obviously we've all at the same time gone, oh God, what's happened here? And I'm like, nope, leave it to me. I'll go turn it back on.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bang.
That is amazing. And then what, 5 minutes later, Dougal Howard traded.
Unrelated events.
Unrelated. Thank you so much, Houston. And also, Josh from Prospect, you owe Dan Houston a big hug because he's giving you some showdown tickets.
I was like, beer.
A beer or a hug,
whatever.
whichever goes
Take
first.
either.
Hey, good luck Saturday night.
Thank you very much.
And good luck upstairs.
Thank you.
Let's talk about Australia's most recent hero. Ray-Gun. Yeah, that's right. Good moves, Jodes.
Thanks.
You score no points. Newsreader Abby joins us. Abs, good morning to you. Ray-Gun has spoken.
Yes, Ray-Gun has officially spoken. So she basically broke her silence overnight. She went viral, obviously, for the kangaroo hop and essentially not really understanding or doing any moves that are considered breakdancing. But yeah, she's essentially come out and she said that she gave it her all, but she was pretty upset. Let's take a listen.
I'm glad I was able to bring some joy into your lives. That's what I hoped. I didn't realise that would also open the door to so much hate, which has frankly been pretty devastating.
So a change.org petition has actually been started. Essentially around nearly 50,000 people have signed this, saying that we should have an apology from Chef de Mission Anna Mears for allowing Ray-Gun to be allowed into the competition, really.
Okay, so Anna's supposed to be across every event and every participant, is she? That's ridiculous. Anna Mears is the busiest woman on the planet.
Well,
how is she supposed to know that a break dancer wasn't going to be up to standard?
I understand that, but you'd have other people, surely. It wouldn't just be Anna signing off on everyone. You'd have other people within the organisation.
But if those people
double-checking.
didn't come to Anna and go, hey, we're a bit concerned.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. So then they need to be pulled up.
Yeah.
If you went to breaking and you saw someone hopping around like a kangaroo and you didn't go to the Chef de Mission and say, oh, hey, I think we've got an issue here.
Some concerns here.
We've got some concerns here. Yeah.
All right, Ray-Gun left us with this at the back end of her statement.
I'm going to be in Europe for a few weeks for some pre-planned downtime. but I'd really like to ask the press to please stop harassing my family, my friends, the Australian breaking community, and the broader street dance community.
Just don't know who the breakdance community who's been harassed. That's all I'll say.
And also, I'm going to be in the south of France with all my breakdancing money.
Yeah, with all my B-boys and fly girls. Unfortunately, Reagan, you want us to stop talking about you, but guess what?
We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway.
It's not going to change anytime soon.
I feel a bit sorry for her.
Look, I do. I feel sorry for her, but also on the other side of that, you don't rock up to the Olympics, do some Pilates moves and jump around like a kangaroo and say, I was just trying to bring something unique and different. It's the Olympic Games. And they talk about, we go over there just to do our best and just be a part of it. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't go my whole life jumping into a pool at 4:30 in the morning just to go over there I'm just going over there just for a bit of fun.
Just to Eric the Earlet.
It's the Olympics, for goodness sakes.
It's the Olympics.
If you want to have a bit of fun, go to a street corner on a Saturday night and swing around on your head and
Don't
jump
bring
like a
those
kangaroo.
whack moves to the Olympics.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a fly girl.
Yeah.
You got to bring it.
Yeah. And also don't bring your Saturday nights into it either, by the way.
What, me laying on the couch, eating chocolate, crying
Yeah,
myself
but you
to
do
sleep?
it so well, Abs. You do it so well.
It could be an Olympic sport.
Yeah.
This is my collection of thoughts of everything that's gone down during the week. Are you ready for it?
Oh, I think so.
Go on then.
Here we go.
Jody's Diary.
Dear Diary, well, didn't Hazy have his gun out of its holster to start the week?
You just feel like she's ready to go bang, ray gun style. Pew, pew.
We played Loose Lips, the game where we whack some noise-cancelling headphones on one of us and the other person has to guess what they're saying.
I'd like to eat your scrotum.
Opposition leader David Spears quit politics.
Was it too soon for me to lead the party, or was the party simply not ready for me to lead it?
Turns out that was just code for...
So David Spears pretty much said, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve my best. So there's a lot going on in the Liberal Party.
Josh Rachele also fired some shots.
Pew, pew.
You can just hear all the Port fans with their no teeth in the background.
We discovered cheese was a great small talk topic. You just need to know what your cheeses are.
Hey, Belinda, what's your favourite cheese?
Camembert.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, are you kidding?
Easy inside. Are you kidding me? I'm hazy right now. You don't eat okay.
You don't know what camembert is?
No?
Is that... Are you... What? Well, I know my cheese, but apparently I can't focus.
Sometimes I'll throw it to Jody because I can't remember what I'm supposed to say, and I'll look at you and your eyes looking in different directions. It's like you've got that chameleon thing going on and there's a bit of dribble. Like, well, no help there.
We chatted about love, more specifically, the 3 stages we go through in life. A great opportunity for Hazy to ask if a divorced woman has ever experienced heartbreak.
Then there's our second love, the hard one. You get hurt in this one. This love teaches us lessons and makes us stronger. This is one where we grow. Now we know the difference between good and bad partners. We now know exactly what we want and what we don't want.
Okay, so you experienced that?
What do you think of it?
Hang on. It was a joke. Oh, God.
Okay.
Did you experience heartbreak in your divorce?
Dodgy tats. Discuss. But totally unrelated to producer Zoe and her new pomegranate.
And it's like an outline drawing of a pomegranate on the back of my left arm.
Mm-hmm. That's a bit nice.
Isn't that nice?
Lovely, isn't it?
That.
I like that too. 13, 24, 10. Let's do this. Crap tattoos.
What's on your butt there, Nova Master Jodester?
Have you got tattoos on you right now? Or have they since been removed?
No, I've got one that's half removed, but one still very much that exists.
Where's your tattoo?
Well, you'll never know.
Jodie has a saying, why would you put a sticker on a Bentley?
Exactly, mate.
Well, she did. She did. She put one of those little Nova Automaster stickers on there.
But the Crab Tat Award went to our favourite bogan, Abs in the newsroom.
The first one that I ever got in Bali.
Oh, no. I heard she's got a Southern Cross.
A wire around the arm.
It's worse than that. Live, laugh, love.
You have that.
No, you didn't. I thought there was a pistol. No one actually got that tattooed. You did.
I went to Bali and I made a mistake.
Okay.
Where is it?
Were you intoxicated at the time?
I don't want to dig myself into any more of a hole, so I'm not going to answer that question.
This story could not get any worse. You've just said I've got a live, life, love tattoo from Bali. There's no more depths that you can sink
I
to.
also woke up one day and there was YOLO on my thigh. So.
Oh, my.
It gets better and better, doesn't it?
Very good, Wasabi.
Let's sing to celebrate crappy tats everywhere.
All rise. Yeah. It's for the times you've been faking. All rise.
Tell your face, I rest my case.
That's why DC's the best.
Yep. And when we aren't being chameleons, we're being caterpillars.
Sometimes I'm the hungry caterpillar on a Friday night.
Yeah.
He ate one slice of pizza and he was still hungry.
Hungry.
And then he ate 12 beers.
And he was still hungry.
And then he went flat.
We discovered we're the most celibate team on radio, you guys.
For everyone listening out there who's like, how cool's radio? You have to give up sex to do radio.
All right, let's round this out for Tuesdays, Mondays, oh, God.
Please promise us you'll have a fantastic Wednesday.
I definitely will now.
It's Thursday. It's Thursday. That was the test.
I did have a lovely Wednesday, yes, thank you.
So do all the hungry caterpillars.
12 beers. Then he went flat.
Hungry hazies.
I'd like to eat your scrotum.
And to our boy Joshy.
All the bored fans with their no teeth in the background.
Go off this weekend, kings and queens. All my love, Jody.
Battle of the Bangers.
Showdown theme this week, Showdown Colours.
Yes.
And you're on board Port Adelaide?
Yep, black, white and teal were my options. You could do anything with that you chose, but you needed to find a song that pertained to either one of those colours.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know when I went?
Yes, please.
Oh, I think you're pretty aware by now. So I went a bit of Offspring, Pretty Fly, in brackets, for a white guy.
So just to confirm, it's Pretty Fly for a white guy. It's not Pretty Fly for a teal guy?
Nope.
Okay, look. All right. That makes sense then.
Yep.
That makes complete sense. Mine's low-hanging fruit, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I might as well sing this now, because right now, Joe, I was going to put it out there, your song's winning.
Okay.
And it's winning reasonably comfortably. I'm 13 votes behind. So this is an SOS call out
here
there.
we go.
I'll put it out there.
Here we go.
Okay. If you like equality, if you like puppies, vote for my song. That's how desperate I am.
It is.
Hey, do you like puppies? Vote for my song.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. You're saying if you like the Adelaide Crows, vote for your song.
Ah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're a Crows supporter, get on board, because I just sort of feel like when it comes to showdowns,
Yep.
you need all the omens you can get, don't you?
Well, I don't think so. I think you're coming in pretty, well, I don't know, even favourites.
Do you know what?
Is there such a thing as an even favourite?
I'm not really sure. Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. So if you want that little omen on your side,
Yep.
vote for my song, Crows fans.
Jump
Do
on
yourself a favour. You need this as well. It's effectively your grand final. How could you possibly not take up this opportunity?
Jump on the Jodie and Hazy Instagram page, and I would suggest this. Don't fall for Hazy's BS, because you like to win, and sometimes you're a little obnoxious when you do.
No, well,
and no one wants to see that.
Yeah, well, I'm really fearing right now. I had a lead of 6, and now it's 13 apiece, and you're on the verge of taking the lead for the first time this year.
Don't carry on, is all I would suggest to you.
Please help me out here at Jodie and Hazy on Instagram. We're going to reveal the winning song at 8 o'clock. You got Red Hot Chili Peppers, Can't Stop, or The Offspring, Pretty Fly for a White Guy. I'll say it once again, puppies for my song. Do you like puppies? I'm
Jodie-
desperate, Jones. I'm desperate. I'm desperate.
It's like putting candy in front of a kid and walking out the room and saying, don't touch the candy until I get back. He's not going to ever stop.
Yes, I ate the candy and also stole the headphones.
And then and then complained about having a tummy ache
100%.
because you ate the headphones. You got confused.
100%. All right, 7:28. So we're going to reveal the winning song just after 8 o'clock. Big news coming from overseas. This has been ongoing, Jodes, for a long time. R.E. Matthew Perry.
Yes, and R.I.P. Matthew Perry. So Matthew Perry's assistant, 2 doctors and 2 alleged drug dealers, including the so-called ketamine queen of Los Angeles, have been arrested over his death. How's that?
They found something. So when this was all going through, I was like, how are they going to lock someone in? How are they going to find it?
Yeah.
But here we are.
Here we are. So the 5 face charges, including conspiracy to distribute ketamine over allegations they supplied the 54-year-old with the illegal drugs in the final weeks of his life. Now, this is going to blow your mind. Matthew Perry paid $100,000 for 70 vials of ketamine before he spiralled out of control in the last 4 days of his life.
A question without notice, and this might test a few of you. What's a vial? Does anyone know what a vial is?
Like a science tube. Can you remember back in science at Beckham Primary School?
No. Right, so again, a question without notice.
Yeah.
What do you... Ketamine? What do you...
Ketamine. So
it's injected it or...
Yeah, you inject it. So it's like a horse drug. It's really, really strong.
Look at me, pretending I don't know what it is. Just kidding. We're serious now.
Also a question without notice because I'm interested.
Yeah.
Was he medicinally injecting or was he using it recreationally and,
recreationally,
snorting
I
it as
assume,
well?
Because well, it was supplied by a combination of doctors and drug dealers.
Oh, gosh.
So they all knew what they were doing. And one of the doctors said, I wonder how much this moron will play. Oh, hang on. One of the doctors in a text message said, I wonder how much this moron will pay.
Oh.
Let's find out.
Wow.
$100,000. I mean, he was obviously the victim of addiction. And it's interesting because he maintained that he was sober for the last couple of years. He wrote a book talking about sobriety. So obviously it just got the better. And this is addiction, right? It just sneaks up on you, can get the better of you. But unbelievable stuff. So apparently from September to October last year, one of the doctors is alleged to have distributed about 20 vials of ketamine to Matthew Perry in exchange for $83,000 cash.
Oh, God.
Can I ask another question? If it's a horse drug, what's it supposed to do to the horses?
Tranquilize
them, sedate them.
Gosh.
People use it in surgery to like a sedative. So it can often be used to calm people before surgeries in micro doses, small doses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently it got too expensive for Matthew through the doctors, so he turned to this ketamine queen of Los Angeles, and she sold 50 vials for $17,000, so she obviously dropped her price.
Wow.
From what the alleged professionals were charging him. But there were signs, though, I think on his Twitter or Instagram in the lead up, he was just doing really random things.
Erratic stuff.
Yeah, like really.
Yeah.
And it was like, whoa. Are you?
Wasn't it the
and I think all the people, all the comments were like, are you okay?
And the Friends reunion, he was a bit of a mess. He was crying and all sorts and not very well.
Yeah, he was a hot mess. So don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, that's the strong message from this. Big news coming out of the States. There you go. That is the latest, and no doubt it will be ongoing. Regards, Matthew Perry.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, these people are in a bit of trouble, especially if you're a certified medical doctor supplying ketamine to an LA star.
Yep.
Battle of the Bangers.
Oh boy, I need to win something. And I'm very much due here.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid that you threw yourself a bit of a pity party at about 7:30, and so that might have helped your cause for Battle of the Bangers.
It's not the worst thing that's ever happened. The worst thing was probably sort of this time last year where you threw out that you said, for the sake of my mental health, vote for my song.
I never did that.
You said, I'm very, very flat, guys.
I did say I was very, very flat and I need a boost.
Do that. You can't go
Well,
down
you
that
just
angle.
did it.
Yeah, I did. No, I've tried to appeal to the Crows faithful. It's showdown week.
Okay. No, after you said, oh, guys, come on, rally round me.
I said, if you like puppies, vote for my song.
I know.
Right.
All right. So 2 songs this week. We both had shows, colours, themes, if that makes sense. So mine, black, white and teal. Yours, blue, gold and red.
Yes. So Jodie, pretty fly for a white guy. Makes sense, doesn't it? And mine was Can't Stop by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay.
Oh, I need this so bad, by the way.
No, you don't. It's
Yes,
13
I do.
all. Stop carrying on.
It's 13 all. At one stage, it was 13-7.
It's okay. Stop living in the past. It's fine.
I can't help it. I was so confident. I was so much happier back then. I got a good feeling about this one, though.
Producer Zoe.
Here we go.
There was a shift in votes after
I bet there
7:30
was.
because of the puppy pity party. But Jodes, you were pretty well on top, and then Hazy got a lot of votes after that.
Oh,
Drum roll.
There we go. Oh my God, you should be ashamed.
Redemption.
But Jodie got more votes. Jodie, that puts you in the lead for the first time this year. 14,
What's going
13.
on?
Oh dear.
It's insane.
And I mean, do you know this is doubly hard for you because you played the puppy card and you still lost.
Well, I've got to get violent next time. I've got to send some threats out there. I've tried being nice, people. I get it, though. Like, I get what's going on here. Like, it's rigged to try and get... I understand.
Come on.
I've accepted that.
This is voted
That's
by the
fine.
people.
The
Yeah, but
people
it's still
of
rigged.
Adelaide.
I get it. That's fine.
Okay, so you've just accused the whole Adelaide population of being corrupt.
See, I can be obnoxious in winning and defeat. That was a test.
Oh, God.
Congratulations to you, Jodes.
I know this hurts. I know this hurts you, but please smash play on Offspring.
Oh, my God. 14-13, your winning song, Pretty Fly for a White Guy by The Offspring.
All
Enjoy.
together, ladies.
Fizzy Fridays, Fizzy Fridays. Da, 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 da. Fizzy Fridays.
Special time of the week, Jodes. We catch up with the great Ryan Fitzgerald. There's a bit of extra meaning, though, when it's a showdown, because we're speaking to a man who is a genuine showdown specialist. Good morning to you, Fitzy.
Played one showdown, Hazy. I don't know if you've got my stats there, but I can tell you this. Was on the bench for 3 quarters, and then Gary Ayres told me the Crows are up by about 2 goals going into the last. It was about midway through the last quarter. Hardly was on the ground. I was on the exercise. I remember they threw to the bench a couple of times, and I was on the exercise bike trying to keep myself warm. Then Ayres, he said, "Go on there, get on there, son, and win this game for us." And I went, "Yep, no worries." Took a grab. Jodes about 15 metres out, basically straight in front. Now, this would have put us 3 goals up.
Yep.
Shanked it out in the full. They took it down, kicked a goal, back to the middle, kicked another goal, and Port got up with about a minute to go.
There you go. Fitzy goes to the bench to such a beautiful round of applause.
There it is. Good on you, Fitzy. I delisted not long after that. So I love showdowns. I love them. And you know the underdogs always get up, so it's going to be a good night on Saturday night.
Here's a fun fact for you. I used to live next door to Gary Ayres when he coached here in Adelaide. And after that game, he came next door and he went, "Dad, Fitzy!"
Yeah, that was all of my AFL coaches seem to have said the same thing.
Oh, dear.
Hey, Fitzy, we were very lucky to yesterday have Josh Rachele in the studio, and he told us a story about him and his housemate getting a nice little prank played on them. That is Luke Nankervis.
Yep.
Mark Keane, another one of his Irish mates, stole Nankervis's boat, and the police were involved, and they turned up to his house. And it got us thinking, you just feel like Ryan Fitzgerald would have been involved in a prank or two, particularly in his Sydney days.
Okay, so I got into a fair bit of trouble in Sydney for the pranks that I was playing, but there is a video that's circulating. I don't know who's got it. I reckon Heath James has got the video. But I used to love putting a bit of dog poo in wallets, and I would go down to the Coogee foreshore in Sydney, in the eastern suburbs, because I didn't like people who lived in the eastern suburbs because there's a bit of an image problem there. So so basically you would put dog poo in the wallet, Jodes, and then leave the wallet on the esplanade, and you'd have runners going past, and we would videotape them stop, look around, and go, "Oh, I found myself a wallet here." Open it up, and then their fingers are just covered in dog poo. He's done it again.
Fitzy Stitchy.
Best and fairest in the year 1999, Ryan Fitzgerald for his pranks. But then it got out of hand. I got home from a game once, and one of my teammates had rearranged all the furniture in our house, Jodes.
Yes.
And I was so tired and over it that I spat the dummy. Then I covered his car windscreen with boot polish, which is really hard to get off. And then it started getting a bit personal. It ended up being a bit physical. We started pushing each other at training in contact. So just with pranks, don't go too far because then you're trying to one-up each other.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? That was where my life descended into criminal activity. I ended up robbing a bank, ram-raided a petrol station, and I ended up in Silverwater for 3 years.
It's fun, isn't it?
But hang on, look at you now.
Look at you now. What a comeback story.
Look at me now. I'm on Nova, and I'm still a loser.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? Oh, you burnt my house down. It's a prank, mate. It's a prank.
What's wrong with you?
My God, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Come on, Fitzy, give us a clue. Who was it? Who was the other guy?
Oh, you wouldn't know him. You wouldn't know him.
It was Adam Woods. Wouldn't know him.
You wouldn't know him. His name was Anthony Lockett.
Oh, right. I just got it. God, it took me a second. If you go back to the tape there, I'm like,
Anthony
oh,
Lockett. Yeah, see, I for one wouldn't be playing pranks on Anthony Lockett because he could spin you on his finger and kick you into a different
Do you
semester.
know the worst thing about that Jody got it first before Hazy. Hazy played for the club.
Anthony, who are we talking about?
Anthony Lockett. Any relation? Oh, Tony.
Do you know what I can't wait for today is for Hazy to get home and Cara's going to go, oh my God, someone's kidnapped the kids, and you're just going to go, Fitzy!
Fitzy Stitchy!
I don't have your kids, and I don't know where they are.
Oh, Fitzy, who's going to get up this weekend? I know the Crows have got the Woodham Port the past couple of showdowns, but Port are in some pretty good form.
Well, they are in great form. So, in form, they would have to be favourites, but the Crows have won the last 3 showdowns. So, I don't know. You've always got to go the underdog in the showdown because they seem to get up. So, I'm going for my Crows. We need something in our lives before the season finishes.
Before September.
Before it all finishes up. But Port Adelaide are on fire. I cannot believe that they're sitting second at the moment.
What a turnaround. Unbelievable.
It's amazing.
Hey, Fitzy, appreciate your time. Good luck to your Crows tomorrow, and we'll catch you again next week.
Love you guys. Speak to you then.
See ya.
Do you get the feeling that when you compare what happens these days, probably in schools and primary schools, is a lot more PC than what it used to be back in the day?
I get that gist.
Oh, my gosh. What a story that's emerged from Melbourne. School community has been left outraged after a cherished lollipop man was banned from high-fiving students following a parent complaint, of course, about the innocent gesture. So this absolute prince of a man, when he'd hold up the lollipop, yes, no, stay, go. He just give the kids a little high five as they go through. He was a hero, changing lives, shaping the future. Parent complains, and he's not allowed to do anything anymore.
So he's just got to stand there and hold his pole, and that's it, nothing more.
Hold his pole. Oh my gosh, you've just got to be so careful when you use that sentence when you're talking about school kids. So yes, he has to hold his sign and not say a thing, okay?
Okay.
Bursting dreams. That's PC though, isn't it?
Isn't it? That's ridiculous.
Like, come on.
One parent?
It's always one
There's
parent,
always
isn't it?
one.
Well, I saw the lollipop man and I think he might have been dealing drugs. No, he just gave the kid a high five. You think about what used to happen back in the day.
Yeah.
It was very, very alarming. I'm just going to put it out there.
Oh, here we go.
We got belted.
Yeah.
We had a school and a teacher in my early primary school who used to belt the crap out of us.
Really?
Like not a little slap on the leg. Like I remember sort of getting sideways inverted. And I think she almost dislocated her shoulder one time because she was going so hard. It didn't really hurt, but I think it would bruise me. And the worst thing you could do was laugh.
Oh, yeah, and I bet you did.
I swear, sometimes her name was Mrs. Walker.
Yeah.
And she would get a run-up sometimes.
A run-up?
Oh, I feel like she'd get a run-up to belt me on the bum sometimes. Can you imagine any of that sort of stuff happening right now?
No,
and I imagine if my 3-year-old daughter get belted, I'd come running.
Yeah, totally. You'd run up and belt Mrs. Walker.
Mrs. Walker, how very dare you? Actually, no, we'll let it slide this time. Lottie's probably told you to shut up, Mrs. Walker.
Yeah, it's a very different time, isn't it? Isn't it, producer Zoe?
Yeah, I had an art teacher.
Who's been out of school for 8 minutes, by the way.
Okay, it's been 8 years actually. I'm feeling very old. I had an art teacher who was very colourful, and he used
Classic.
very colourful language.
Classic art teacher.
Classic art teacher.
I mean, they're creative types. Let them go.
So
Yeah.
true. He was
Probably stoned.
Like the lollipop man.
no, but the school did try and sack him for having tattoos, which I thought was insane on an art teacher.
Yeah.
Anyway, he used to stay pretty quiet, and we'd get louder and louder and rowdier and rowdier, and then he'd just sit back from his chair and yell out, "All right, shut up and off."
Ooh, drop the F-bomb.
Drop the F-bomb.
That's generally frowned upon.
Can't be doing that.
No, you can't. I mean, I went to an all-girls school in Hobart, and it was called Ogilvy, but we were nicknamed Mogilvy.
Oh, God.
And there was...
It was a different time back then too.
Don't.
Remember you got in trouble for flashing your ankles?
I'm not even telling my story now. No!